What's up, everybody? It's Steve, back here with another small business spotlight focused in the Riverdale area. And a lot of firsts today. So this is the first time I'm actually interviewing two people. And so, you know, we're gonna try to freestyle this and see how it goes to the best of my ability. So we're here in a local gym located in Riverdale. It's called OPEX. And I'm sitting here with the two owners who happen to be friends of mine. And I've actually worked out in this gym and it's official, I gotta say. So can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Adam Castillo, the owner and also head coach here at OPEX Riverdale.
Okay. And you?
Waldo, Yago, coach here at OPEX Riverdale NYC.
Okay, so you guys are both coaches here, right?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, so how long have you guys been here?
At this location, we've been here for 2 years. We were around the corner from here for like another 5 years. So in Riverdale, we've been in Riverdale for 7 years, but in this location for 2 years now.
Nice, nice. We were talking about it before we started shooting that, like, you know, choosing a location like this, you gotta make sure that the community is actually gonna be able to embrace the business model that you guys have. So, Adam, tell me just a little bit about the business model here. Like, you guys don't do big sort of group classes, right? Like how do you guys set it up here?
The way we set up here with OPEX is everything's personalized and individualized. So it's a lot like personal training, except that it's in a small group setting. So you're sharing the coach. So at the moment, we only allow about 5-6 people here tops. And everybody has their own personal coach that they refer to on a monthly basis. They have consultations with their coach. And when they come train, it could be with their coach or another coach, but they're gonna be sharing that coach. The business model is basically, it revolves around the client. Like you mentioned, like we're not a group class place. And group class is an exercise that you're trying to fit everybody into that exercise. In our case, we're designing and fitting the program into the client's needs and the client and what they could do and can't do.
It's a real honest to God relationship, right? So
yeah.
Like, you know, I remember when I came in here for my consultation and you know, I sat with you, Waldo, and you legit sat there with me and you're like, okay, cool, so talk to me. You know, what's going on in your life? You know, are you still dating? Are you working a lot of hours? Are you eating right? You know, what time do you go to sleep? What time do you go to bed? Like, you know, can you just talk a little bit about how managing, you know, because Adam was mentioning somebody's lifestyle. How is it that somebody's lifestyle, like what time they go to bed, or, you know, are they happy or whatever? How does that affect their health and their goals?
Well, when you're under stress, there's not much you can do, you know, and yeah, and your system's all out of whack, you know. Sleeping, we all know that is number one when it comes to like being clear-minded and having your system running correctly. And we're big on that, you know. That's what we call here the BLGs, basic lifestyle guidelines, you know.
BLGs.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Humans sleep, we drink water, we need sun for vitamin D, and we also need routine. So when it comes to the stuff that you do outside of the gym, coming here is the easy part. You know, you do your program, you do the exercise I assigned you to do. It's designed to you, you know, customized, you know, all the information I got from the assessment is what I'm going to consider to design your program. But it's like what happens outside of here. There's a lot of things that happen outside of here. You might be going through it at work, or, you know, a girlfriend, or just commuting around, you know, and it's important for the coach to know what happens outside of here. For like that, we could try our best to help you with that, and you training wouldn't be a strain. Like we're trying to bring your strain down, the stress down. So, you know, training alone is not going to do it. We have to figure out what your behavior is and you know what's going on outside of here to help you out with that. And on a personal level, since you're building a friendship with your clients and you're joining a journey with them, it's good for you to get a little bit personal as you go.
Yeah, of course.
And you know, sometimes you gotta give somebody a hug, man. You know, it is what it is.
Hugs are free, right?
Hugs are free. When you deal with humans, you have to tap in all the human expressions.
We do virtual hugs right now.
Yeah, virtual hugs. Yeah, energy hugs or whatever.
You know, I love the support that you guys offer in here, and you know, obviously, Waldo, I've known you. I mean, geez, I mean, we're probably going on. I mean, I'm going on 20 25 years. Like
25 years.
And you know, like the same energy that you give me as a friend is what I feel when I walk in here, and I'm sure that that's what you give to your clients, and that's why you guys have been able to be so sustainable here. And I mean, Adam, I met you, I don't know, probably maybe 7, 8, 9 years ago, and from day one, like, you have taken a legitimate, like, interest in my health journey, like, and I truly appreciate that. I don't think I've ever told you that, but like, what is it about a healthy lifestyle that you chose to make this your career? Like, what is it about, what draws you towards that sort of, that lane, that healthy lifestyle?
Yeah, so what originally drew me, I mean, we weren't really brought up educated so much on health and fitness and stuff like that. So when I came across that and I started to see the benefits on myself, right, I started to gravitate people that were also looking for those benefits, right? Like, I transformed my body, I had good energy, right? And then gravitating those people and people asking me for advice on things, I started to help people. And I started to feel a sense of gratitude from people feeling thankful for me helping them. And that feeling of gratitude kind of gravitated me to, like, wanting to do this, right? Like, I always been kind of introverted and kind of like in my shell, and, you know, on my own type of loner type. But doing this kind of like opened me up to build relationships with people, and that's what you know, I became more social in this realm, and that's what kind of gravitated me to wanting to do more of this.
Kind of that sense of helping people, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, and if you think about it, the three of us who are sitting here right now, I'm sitting here in your gym, and I'm here, you know, doing what I'm doing as far as like trying to give back to the community, and you guys are doing the exact same thing, but in your own way.
Correct.
And I think that that's the beauty about small businesses, is that, like, we're able to kind of take our personalities, right? You said you were a bit introverted, and then build a business and build a model that kind of, it just gives off a sense of your personality, and at the same time, you're able to support people who live in the community.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's definitely very much a community-based business. Like, we're here for the community.
I think it has to be, right? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, you know, since the pandemic, and I'm gonna ask you guys a little bit how you dealt with the pandemic, but like, since the pandemic happened, I mean, you know, Amazon is just getting richer. Meanwhile, mom and pop shops, you're going out of business, you see the vacant storefronts, like, you know, it's beautiful to see what you guys have done in here. And you know what? Think about the persistency and the grit that it took. And I know you guys probably don't look back at it and you don't like to pat yourselves on the back, but I'm here to tell you guys that, like, what I see when I walk in here compared to literally right before COVID when I walked in here, I mean, you guys are putting more money into the business and you're doubling down. So, like, you know, I just hope that everybody is able to understand that the small businesses, they need the support, you know? So COVID comes, right? So COVID comes. I think we were talking about, what was it, like March 15th or something? Governor says, that's it, gyms closed down. Waldo, talk to me a little bit about, like, what you were thinking and how you guys kind of were able to adjust.
Well, not to be bold, right? You know, like, I do well under pressure. And, you know, like, I used to always tell Adam, like, I'm not scared, you know, and plus we have experience with remote coaching. And we had a solution, like right away when all this was going down. And it worked out, and a lot of cool things came out of it. But at the end of the day, you know, there was a period of time where people get tired of being at home, working out. You know, humans want to go outside, you know, and you know, it started dropping a bit, and it was rough. So, you know, we had ideas of how we wanted this gym to look like, and how we wanted to operate, and we just took the opportunity to focus on that, and we took a chance, hoping that it kind of works out, right? And coming back, like around September, you know, we created a new environment, and again, community is everything, and people always want to come back home.
Very true.
Yeah, and it's an erratic time, and we're those guys that kind of like bring you back to normalcy. And, you know, and slowly people start coming back, and they adapt to what we got going on, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's tough, but we can't complain. We got to move forward. That's what we teach our clients, to keep moving. And if we stop, then we're not setting that example.
Lead by example.
Lead by example, yeah.
There's nothing like human contact to each other, like being in the same spaces. We could have went completely Zoom and remote like most coaches and trainers did. They took advantage and they evolved themselves to go remote and do Zoom and everything remotely. Like, we did that to support our clients, but we still really strongly believe in the face-to-face human contact and being in our space, right? Sharing our energy and communicating like this. It's never gonna, like, I don't think that technology is gonna ever replace that, or maybe beyond me. But at the moment, there's gonna be nothing like actually having a human being that can sympathize and pick up on empathize, sorry, and pick up on each other's needs. Like, you can't get that through technology, right? So we believe in that, and we put everything into the space while we were shut down, and we came in here, bootstrap, me and Waldo, paint, putting things up, and yeah, hoping that things will pick back up, and yeah, things are picking back up.
It's just belief, like, we really believed that was the right thing to do. Like, we teach this to our clients. In order for you to accomplish your goals, if you don't see it, it's going to be hard for you. We paint the picture for you, and it makes it easier for you to see that vision. And that's the approach we have here. And we're here. With you. All right, we're doing it.
All right, so I'm going to throw you guys a little curveball, and this is just going to be, a real curveball right here. It's nothing too crazy, but so if you had to choose, if you were only able to do one exercise for the rest of your life, and you weren't able to do anything else, what would it be and why?
Good question.
That's a good one. I think it would probably be a deadlift.
Okay.
I think it incorporates a lot of muscle groups. So it'll give me that, I think personally, the biggest bang for the buck, right?
Okay.
Like, I would have probably said like a snatch or something like that, because it's more expressive. But you said for the rest of my life,
you're gonna be 70 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be, but
yeah, I'd rather be pulling something heavy off the ground than be trying to throw something over my head at 90.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Right.
Okay. Waldo, I'm gonna give you a different question. All right. So, what is the best advice you give somebody that said that they wanted to lose weight? One piece of advice. You do this, and I guarantee you'll be on the right track. Obviously, one thing is not going to do it, but what would be the best advice you give somebody?
Education.
Okay.
Yeah, just educate yourself, and I mean, if I'm not handling the situation, the best thing I could do is just tell them, educate yourself on some nutrition and behavior, and take it from there.
Yeah, I love that. Educate yourself on nutrition, right? Because at the end of the day, calories in, calories out, calories burned. So many people, they come into a gym and they're like, oh, all right, I'm going to just stand there and I'm going to just curl some weights, or I'm going to just throw some stuff over my head. But if you're not educated on why it is that you have to, how many sets you should do, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
That journey, it makes you kind of figure it out. Like, you're going to go through little mistakes here and there. But if I just tell someone, educate yourself, I give you the opportunity to decide for yourself on how you're going to try it. Because I'm not telling you to follow, to count macros and stuff like that. I'm just telling you to just be more aware of what nutrition is, because it has a big influence on weight gain and weight loss. And then hopefully you survive. You know
what the most awesome thing is about you saying that, and this comes across super genuine, but I remember sitting with you in the Riverdale diner, and you sat there and you taught me and you showed me, like, you legit, I called you up, Waldo, how'd you lose all that weight, bro? Like, talk to me. And you're like, all right, we'll just come, we'll meet at the diner. We sat at the diner and you taught me the basics of a zone diet.
Yeah.
And how to plan. And dude, that was what, 10 years ago? That was before you were, you know what I mean?
A while ago,
Yeah, like, so it's extremely genuine, and I want to make sure everybody understands that what this guy is saying and what both of them are saying is like legitimately like the real truth, you know? Okay, so if somebody wanted to book a session or they wanted to come in here, you know, how do they find you guys?
Well, we're located 3603 Fieldston Road in Riverdale. 10463 is the zip code, and you can go online and book a free consult. You're gonna see a link in there to book a free consult, or you can walk in and ask for information, and we'll take your information and make time to consult with you and give you some information.
Okay, and Waldo, if they wanted to find you online instead of coming in, where do they find you?
Well, you could search on OPEX Riverdale NYC.com. You could also call. What's the number?
914.
You could Google the number. Yeah.
It's all there. It's all the contact info is on.
Yeah,
on
everything
the
you need
website.
should be there, and you know, we have an information cover.
OPEX Riverdale,
Correct.
NYC.
That's right.
Well, listen, guys. I really appreciate your time. You know, I'm sure people are going to get some tremendous value out of this. If at the very least, maybe they'll figure out if they want to deadlift for the rest of their life or how to educate themselves.
There you go. Pick heavy things up. Educate yourself on nutrition, and that's it. That's all you need.
All right, guys. So we're going to call it a wrap today. But Adam, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Waldo, appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.